Hi, I'm going to show you with the jaw this time a tutorial about Tsuki No Kamae and the fast thrust. I just want to give what I feel from doing this thrust, what I think is right, what I think is wrong. There's several things I'd like to comment on. The first one is when you go into Tsuki No Kamae, your back foot is 45 degrees angle. So if I use this angle here, you should still have a harmony. And when you hold it into Tsuki No Kamae, there, you twist your hip more. So you still have a 45 angle with the back foot. And I think that's really important because that makes the positioning very important to begin with. Sometimes I see this, there's no footwork there. Yes, the feeling is being sideways with the jaw, but the footwork, the feet must not be facing both sides. In my view, they need to be facing forward for the front foot. It's when you thrust and you can't keep that foot forward because you're twisting the hip far more, that your front foot needs to come off a little bit, and it gives you a bit more flexibility in the turning of your joints. So this is the one priority, I would say. The way the jaw is held is not too far there. It's just there. The hand should be holding the jaw at the edge of the body, not here. And I'll tell you why in a second. It should be here. The jaw should be pointing horizontally, not like this or like this. It shouldn't be pointing up. It's ready for thrust. And the positioning of the body is not upright, it's opposite. You go down. So basically the hip feeling resting on top of the jaw at that stage. When you thrust, and I mentioned it in a previous video, you push from the back foot. The thrust is done very close to your body. What you don't want to do is, I see this. This is floating. There is no power when you thrust, because when you thrust, if you hit the target, it could actually pull back. If you hit the target here, and your body is connected with the jaw, it's now jaw and body as one. If somebody is coming towards, they will have to go all the way. It's supported with my body. So basically, if there's a spear at the end, you'll go right through. I'm quite comfortable about the power of a thrust because they will be pushed against the back foot. So back foot 45 degrees. When the thrust is on, the back foot moves slightly to 90 degrees angle. You can see that 90 degrees angle, more or less. What we don't want to do is you start off 90 degrees and then you thrust and the back foot is going there. All of a sudden it feels wrong because you've only got your left hip into the thrust and there's no back support from your right hip, because your right hip is going here. If it starts 45 degrees, you have the support of your right hip. Now I feel it's connected, whether he pulls or push, it's connected with your body. Koku needs to be found. What you don't want to do is go all the way back. But if you think about it, if Tori is skilled and experienced, he can block you here and you can't do anything. If you want to try the same, it will be harder with his thrust because you're not giving too much away. And in fact, when you pull too much the jaw to the back, your finger is no longer gripping. It's about keeping the grip of the little finger. So begin from the right side to the left side. Thrust here, finish your thrust on the left side of the body. It's wrong to finish it here. Look how much you're missing. You're missing this much at the end. It's all about extra inches that makes a big difference. For me, this is important. The back foot should be felt like a strong back leg support. So it's more or less straight, not completely straight, slightly bent, but it gives you that extra support. In my view, this is wrong. Because if he pushes, there's no back leg here. You're gone. And you can go back. So you do have to find where the power applies. Now, body weight is between my legs. It's not more onto the front leg or more onto the back leg. It's between. And then here, it's still the same between, but you've extended slightly more the feet, so they're a bit wider. And the reason they're a bit wider is because you're going down. What it shouldn't be is a thrust and you're still in the same level. Same level. When you're thrusting, you begin here, you go further down, a little bit more. That makes the thrust way stronger. And it changes everything. So, whenever you do this one, you still have a feeling of going under. And the feeling is the power of the hip go below the jaw. There. They are under the jaw. If you thrust and you're still above, you're floating. That is not right. An example, above, everything above the grip. You will feel the struggle with your shoulders. If it's under the grip, everything connects beautifully. It's the same with the thrust. Everything connects perfectly. You have stability, power, and another thing as well is when you do the thrust, is not tensing your arms, because when you tense your arm, you're slowing down the thrust. You're slowing it down. If you're slowing it down, you're indicating to the attacker or Tori or anyone what you're about to do. If you relax, you're way quicker. And only to the end, you squeeze. That's what creates vibration power with a koku. So that hand is here, not like this, here. When you thrust, it's still above the jaw, not here, not this, this. I think that's very important to get it right. In training, we aim at the chest. In combat, it will be the face. So that's what we have to bear in mind. But obviously, with the training, chest for this area, but more the chest, plexus. If you think these applications, the other thing is when you use any of these weapons, whether it be a ken or a jaw, think how do they apply in Taijutsu. It shouldn't be a case of like, I'm just going to be doing a thrust, because that's what it is, it's a thrust, then you're missing the trick. It's more than that. This gives you the angle of the body, and actually this is Itohemi. Very clear. The same as this movement. Don't think of the thrust and now you're still in the same position, but you've seen this technique and then you're thinking it's all to do with that. The weapons are giving you the correct positioning of your hips, as if there is a secret hidden in the movement of a strike, and the secret is all in the placement of your hips. Placement of your hips. Placement of your hips. And then suddenly you realize this technique is Iriminage. Placement of the hips work exactly the same. Offline, hip, 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 forward. That's just what we have to find in all the Bukiwasa. How do we apply these into Taijutsu? And then your secret foremost is always in the hips. Hips, hips move. And the emphasis is the same. Kokyu, Awase, hip movement, Hamni, Ki, there's many more. But I hope this video short will help you how to do a good thrust, powerful thrust. It's so important. It really is helping your Taijutsu and your Aikido as a whole. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see any videos coming out as soon as they are released.